Hi everyone, how are you? It's Laurie, and I'm here to do your daily reading for you. I hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Life's an adventure. What are you making of it? All right, let's get into this reading. I do want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here, for all the likes, the shares, the comments, the hypes, all of the ways that you show your love and support for me and this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going to come out here for your highest good. What is the information that you need to know for your highest good? First card out is the Three of Pentacles. I'm hearing everything will work out. You will find the collaboration, the support, the network, the community, something here. It's not big, it's small, but you're going to find exactly what it is you need. So when I say it's not big, it's small, I'm thinking and hearing it's more a smaller group, one or two people, not a huge church or community, you know what I'm saying, club or anything like that with hundreds of people. This is more, wow, the words keep coming and going right out of my head. It feels more comfortable, closer, intimate. That's the word. Oh my gosh. All right, so this feels good. Whatever it is that you're worried about, whatever you're working on, and when I say worried about it, I don't mean you're losing sleep over it, but you're concerned, you have energy towards this. Whatever that thing is, it looks like you will find the right solution, the right help to make this work out. I tried turning the Hanged Man upside down. Which means you found a different perspective here. That's why the help is now coming to you. That which you need, you will receive because you have your eye on the right thing. You thought you needed this, but you actually needed this. So maybe you thought you needed somebody to plan an event for you, like a birthday party, but what you really needed was people to show up for the event. Okay? Use that as an analogy. So you changed your perspective. You saw something different. You went, oh, wow, why am I ordering an event planner? I can do that when what I need is someone to send out the invitations because I don't have time to do that. So your focus, what you were trying to do, you were looking in the wrong area. Now you've got the right idea and it will come to you almost immediately. You're going to be surprised. You're going to say, oh, wow, this came out of the blue. I had no idea. Yes, you did. You got your eye on the right thing. You got your vision. Your vision is clear. You know what to do, where to go, what it is you really need and want. All right, let's go ahead and see what else is coming out here for you. We have the Queen of Swords. Truth. You're facing yourself. You're facing yourself honestly, openly. You're not hiding anything from yourself anymore. You've got clear understanding, clear thoughts, a clear way forward. Yeah, and if you are communicating with people, you're communicating very, very clearly. Like you're not saying, well, I'm throwing this party and I was kind of thinking this and I had this idea. Well, by the time you get to the point, you've lost the person. So here you're approaching someone and saying, hey, Susie, hey, John, I'm having a party. You want to show up? It's that simple, okay? And yeah, I'm hearing there may have been overcomplication of communications. Here, you've simplified it. You've got it down pat. You're not worried about it, how people are going to respond or anything, because it's very clear. There is no reason to be upset by anything that's going to happen here. All right, let's go ahead and see what else we have going on. This is different. I don't think I've ever done a reading that had this theme to it before. All right, the Strength card just came out for you. I was hearing something about numbers. Strength in numbers, maybe? But you don't need a big number. You just need the people that are supportive to be there. So it's not strength in big numbers. It's just strength in the number that you have. Yeah, this is definitely knowing who you can count on and being fine with it, because that's really all you need. If you only have one person in your corner supporting you, lending a hand, being there, being your community, being your tribe, being your counterpart, they're there. They are there for you. Now, I'm getting that, this could be like a partnership at work, a relationship, a romantic relationship at home, a family dynamic where, you've got a large family and everybody's against this person or that person, or that's a dysfunctional family. Anyways, but you've got that one ally. You've got that one person who sees you and recognizes your talents, your skills. I'm hearing your communication, your ability to communicate very succinctly. Okay, so it's literally just like I said with, hey, I'm having a party. Do you want to come? Here's the invite. All right, and you leave it up to them to decide. You don't need to demand an answer right then and there. You give them time to think about this. But it's the not droning on, I'm hearing. It's not, and this is different. I feel like this is a different energy coming from you because you found a different perspective on your relationship, on this situation, to where you realize, oh, maybe I've been over talking. Maybe I've been convoluting the waters, and the person I'm talking to doesn't understand because we're going from one subject to another subject to another. So you're clarifying what it is you desire first, what it is you really are trying to accomplish. And now you're communicating what your needs might be. Hey, I need people to come to this party. I need people to help me paint my house. Hey, I need this. And you're not saying, I'll do this for that, or, you're simply stating, look, I need help with this. Is there any possibility you can do that? And then leave it there. They don't have to answer immediately, because when people do that, sometimes they say yes because they feel like that's the right thing to do, but then they're going to ghost you, and that doesn't serve you any good. So say, hey, it's not until Saturday. Can you give me a call? Maybe Friday, let me know what's going on, if you can help or not. I know you got things going on. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. In fact, there was an old adage that was KISS. I'm sending you a kiss. Keep it simple, silly. Don't overwork it. All right, let's see what else is coming out here for you. Right now I'm feeling very good. I feel very happy. That's how I've been all morning. Good, productive. Okay. But I came in here and started this reading, and I've got a very, very heavy heart. Like, what's the sense? What's the purpose? Why should I bother? Well, that tells me you're probably about to hit rock bottom. Somebody out there listening, you're about to hit rock bottom. When you do hit rock bottom, you'll know it. And that's when you're at the point and you're like, why should I care? Guess what happens? You cannot go down any further than you've gone down. So the only way is for you to go up. And all of a sudden, something in you will be sparked. Something in you will lighten up. You'll wake up feeling a little less stressed. You'll feel like there's reason to keep going. So don't give up, okay? Don't give up. And there are people who care. Again, you need to speak what you need. Look at the world differently. Don't look at the world as an angry place that's against you. because that's all you're going to find if that's what if that's how you feel. But if you look at the world as a place that can help you get what you need, that there are people that are willing, Spirit will put those people right in front of you as soon as you realize and admit that that's what you want and what you need. All right, let's see what's going on here. What else can you tell us here, please, Spirit? So, by the way, I'm sending you a great big hug. Do not give up. There's always a good reason to keep going. So please hang in there and reach out to someone. All right? Tell them what you need. Look at that. You can go down a whole new journey in life. You've got the Fool card here. So you're releasing this. Whatever you were over here trying to accomplish, you may have been banging your head against the wall because you were like, why won't this work? Why can't I make this happen? I think this ties into yesterday's reading, where, you know, you're so intent on doing something that you're missing the point of why you're doing it or what you're trying to accomplish. And that shuts doors. That kind of narrows your focus into so small of a thing that you can't see the opportunities. So this Hanged Man here helps you to create a different perspective. You took the time to meditate, to let it go, to surrender it. Tell Spirit and the universe, you do it. I don't know what the heck is going wrong here. You take care of it. You went to bed and you woke up with inspired. Great idea. Okay? And that idea, first of all, is to understand what it is you truly need or want or what your end goal is, and then speaking what you need from someone around you. It could be you're asking the universe too. All right, you definitely have a new beginning here. There is an element of taking a chance, taking a risk, and I heard the person who was feeling really heavy-hearted, by the way, your heart feels a little lighter right now. Mine does. You may be worried about getting hurt again. Guess what? Where are you at right now? Is what you're doing right now working? Are you in pain? Are you feeling yuck? Are you feeling like this isn't going anywhere? Are you banging your head against the wall? Okay. Well, doesn't it make sense to take a little bit of a chance of getting hurt, of failure, of it not going quite the way you planned in order to get out of that energy, to move forward, to start receiving what you need, even if it means embarrassment. Oh, I have to ask for help. You know, we do some silly things to ourselves, and the things we think can happen are never what happens when we actually go through taking that risk. All right, so take a chance on something. We're not talking about, you know, throwing all your money at one thing. No, we're not talking about that type of risk. We're talking about taking a chance of getting your feelings hurt, being embarrassed, people laughing at you, talking about you, whatever. Don't worry about those people, okay? You're on a new journey here. And because you're willing to take that chance, everything comes in. You're getting what you need. You're speaking your truth. You're being open. You're not babbling. You're not going on and on. You're not blaming anybody for anything. This is simply stating what it is you need, and look what comes in for you. A whole new adventure. And this fool, he's happy. He's ready to go, okay? He's got his limited bags packed because he doesn't want to carry a bunch of the past with him. He wants to move forward lighter, freer, happier. I just heard that this has something to do with somebody's business, and you may need to move location. Maybe not willingly, like you don't want to move location, but you're having to move or relocate or change something here that's pretty big that will affect others. But what I'm hearing is don't bring the baggage of that situation into the new place. Okay, so in other words, if you have to move, all right, I have to move. I'm not going to fight this. I'm not going to argue with this. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it, and we're going to make the best out of this. Look at it as a new adventure. All right, because then you're not stuck in what you didn't have, what you don't have. You're focused on where you're going. All right, what have we got here? We've got the World card and the Knight of Wands. Now, this Knight of Wands, feeling a little bit of burnout, but he's been at something for a very long time. We've got the pyramids here in the background, but that's about to come to an end. So, with the World card here. So, whatever you have been putting in here, that difficulty, that lack of energy, the burnout, it's going to disappear. You're closing the door on that because you're starting a brand new cycle here. I mean, when you have the World card and the Fool card almost side by side in your reading, that tells me that this is a big milestone, okay? A big awareness, a big life lesson, a big celebration. So like an anniversary, a 50th, 60th, you know, that kind of thing. Graduating from a college, starting your own business. You've elevated your romance from one thing to another because you're clearly stating your needs. There is, you guys keep getting the word collaboration. And that just means you're working with others. You have a desire to work with others to produce the same thing. But with a collaboration, it usually means to create the same thing, but from different perspectives. Okay, so like you have this perspective and they have this one and you both have this one. And that's what's bringing you together, but it's going to, the unique collaboration and the unique skills each person brings to it affects other people in different communities. Okay. Let's see what else is going on here. So get ready for a fun adventure, okay? Whatever's you've been feeling burnout, like it's just, you can't keep going. You've put everything into it. That's about to end. And things are getting better. You're breaking free. You're rising up. All right, let's see what else we have here. Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune. Now, I have to point out, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards out of 8. That's more than half. That is more than half of your cards are major arcana. Again, this is a major milestone in your life. This is your destiny. Oh my gosh. You know how you tick off accomplishments, okay? Like I did this, I did that, I followed that, I got that goal, whatever it is, you tick them off. This one is one of those big ones that when you get to the end of that, you start back here and you go, I need a whole new, and I just heard bucket list. I need a whole new bucket list because I've accomplished all those things that when I wrote those things down, I thought they were just fantasies. I never really thought that I could do those things. And look at you go. You accomplished all of those things on that bucket list. So, oh man, this is a big one. This is a huge accomplishment. This is your destiny. This is where you were meant to end up so that you could move forward now, lighter, happier, understanding. This may be your spiritual awakening here. This might actually be a true spiritual awakening for you. Maybe you thought you've had one in the past, but this is the one that really sinks in, really opens you up, opens your mind, your soul, brings you back from the brink. This is huge. This is very, very big. All right. Let me see what else we have. Look, oh my gosh. Look at this. Now you have the Sun card. See, that's a sign of an awakening, an awareness, a return to innocence. And I am hearing the band Enigma, a return to innocence. The song. Mosaic. Moses? I'm getting mosaic. Mosaic. Isaac? Moses. I don't know what that's all about, but that's coming through. All right, so maybe you have a a favorite quote from the Bible or line or chapter or whatever, verse from the Bible. There's somebody's confirmation. About an awakening, about clarity, innocence, happiness, about joy, and maybe you're finally finding that. Now, this child has their hand on a lily down here. And there's a connection to Lily for somebody. All right, I'm going to leave this here. There's definitely some sort of spiritual awakening here. A return to innocence is what Spirit keeps giving me. A return to innocence. Feeling lighter, feeling like the world is not a burden anymore. Oh, you're done adulting. Somebody just said that. Yep, I'm done adulting. Basically, you're realizing that everything you thought, felt, held to be true, was just other human beings' opinions. There are no, yeah, you get it. You're waking up here. You're seeing the reality. You're seeing things very, very clearly. And that right there helps you to also create beautiful conversations. Not just what you need, but now you have conversations back and forth, listening and receiving and giving and receiving. New journey. This is a huge new journey. Some of you might actually be traveling to different places for education purposes, to get away from your normal everyday life. Like, I've been in the same place now for 4 years, and I really have not traveled outside to go do anything in 2 years. All right, at least a year. I haven't gone to visit exciting places. I haven't been to the beach. I haven't explored, okay? And that kind of feels like what you're doing. You're waking up and you're exploring. So that aspect of travel, you're getting out into the world again, maybe. Expanding your horizons. All right, let's see what else we have here. You have the 5 of Wands here. There's a challenge to no, this is what you're doing. You're overcoming, working through all of your challenges. And I'm hearing a lot of it is happening in your sleep, in your meditations, in your time away from, I'm hearing in your isolation. Yeah, you can't collaborate with people if you're keeping yourself in isolation here. And this is one of those things that you're working through, figuring out, the world's really not as bad, because you're thinking from the mass viewpoint instead of from your own. All right, so that's all that is you're working it through in your subconscious. Some of you are aware that these thoughts are happening, but you haven't tangibly sat down to meditate on them yet, or write your thoughts out about them, but some of you may want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here as the final outcome. This is definitely an intriguing reading. Let me know, is it yours? Is it yours? What does this mean for you? Are you having a spiritual awakening? Are you at rock bottom? Are you hoping to have a collaboration, or do you fear working with others? Look at this. There is hope, for the future, healing, transitions, changes. And I'm hearing not all changes are going to feel awesome. There's going to be a couple that are very kind of heavy, kind of foggy, uncertain. But as long as you stay in the present moment, you will get through whatever. I'm hearing, do not let worry take over your thoughts about the past or about where you're going. If you've got somebody working with you today, or you're in the right place today, that's all that matters, is today, okay? For you that is struggling the hardest. Yeah, don't worry about where your meal tomorrow is coming from. Worry about right now, today, what you've got, what you're going through today. Be at peace today. Okay? There is healing here. Long-term healing. The star card, long-term healing, confirmation right there. The star card is not a piddly little card. It's a major arcana. And the healing that comes with this is huge. Okay? It's not like the Four of Swords where you're just releasing some tension. This is, I'm changing my whole consonants, who I am, how I feel about the world, and you become lighter, freer, and clearer. There's your truth, the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There's the stability. There's the strategy, letting go. Look at this. Reconciling who you are all the way back to Adam and Eve, okay? All the way back to the beginning. There's the new start, the happy home, the happy life, your goals, your new goal. So there is some offer coming in here possibly for you down the road. So if you're in the process of changing your perspective on life, on the world, and so on and so forth, after you've gotten a little bit under your belt and you've gained some clarity here, there could be a pretty impressive offer coming into you. So be prepared for that. All right, let's go ahead and see what your angel oracle number is. Don't forget, I'm going to go and do a live stream on Saturday. I think I'm going to go earlier this Saturday. Look for a notification from YouTube or go to my community page and see if I've posted what time I'm going to do it. I usually do it about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, but I'm thinking about trying it at 11 o'clock. And then I actually had thought as I was pre-shuffling and meditating on your reading to do it around 6 or 7 p.m. my time. That way people who are ahead of us, it might be a little early in the morning, but at least you're not staying up to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, Turtle Rob. All right, so we'll see. I'll try the 11 o'clock-ish this week, and we'll see how that goes. And then we'll, which puts it a little earlier. Instead of 3 a.m., it might be midnight. Anyways, hope you can make it to the live stream. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's see what we've got going on here. Nothing's come out so far. I'm kind of amazed. What is the best oracle, angel oracle number message for our viewers today, Spirit? There it is. Whoop, mayonnaise. Whoop, mayonnaise. I wonder if she listens to these and knows I do that. I get such a kick out of it. 2424, good times, leisure, rest, holiday, pleasure, love, affection, kindness, and true happiness. You are worthy of all of those things and more. If you tell your family and friends what you need, you'll find that you are all on the same page and you can work together effectively. Now, come on. That 3 of Pentacles, collaboration, working together, speaking clearly about what you need, addressing it openly. Many people are actually rooting for you, even though you don't know it, for those of you who are at rock bottom. If you spread love, if you have a positive energy, if you have a positive view of the world, that view will be echoed back to you, returned back to you, and it will be multiplied. Okay? So remember, what you focus on will expand. If you're focusing on the negative, you're going to see more of the negative. If you're focused on the positive, you're going to see and feel more of that positive. All right, I know somebody here, because my heart is so light right now. The energy that I was feeling is completely and utterly gone. So somebody has already hit the rock bottom and been inspired. I don't know if it was from this message from Spirit or if it something else and you haven't even watched this video yet, but I'm happy for you. My heart goes out to you. I am so excited for you. All right. And I am fighting a bit of a sore throat type thing. Not real sore, just kind of croaky. So if I sound off, that's the only thing going on. I'm not upset. I'm very, very happy. All right, let's see what your 3 yes or no answers are here. Answer number 1, please, Spirit. Yes or no? Those cards don't want to move. Move. I heard a cow. Cow, 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 cow. Now that's, what, a bird? All right, come on now. What's the first yes or no answer? It's a no answer, and it says here, and you just got this card the other day. The hurricane of passion is going to subside. So the chaos, all that pent-up energy, all that excitement, oof, it's going to simmer down, okay? All that banging your head on the wall, all the angst, all of that, it's going to subside. And you are going to see the true state of things. You're going to be like, oh, wow, here's a different perspective. And your heart opens to the many opportunities that are in front of you. You are the one who can crush coal into diamonds, okay? Is there anything better than accomplishing that? I mean, come on, you're taking something raw that people don't even know what can be done with it and turning it into something that everybody wants. All right, let's see what answer number 2, yes or no, is. There's sirens going off in the background. This answer is a yes answer, and it says, unprecedented joy and happiness are coming to you. Intense inspiration is going to visit you in a whirlpool of events. All right. This is going to happen as a result of your positive thinking and your high frequency energy, combined with a favorable set of circumstances. In other words, like the right people coming to you at the right moment. You will be directed towards a different path in life. Those who underestimate you are going to be in for a shock. And you know what shocks people the most is because they think, oh, you're just a failure. You can't do this. That person's never going to accomplish anything. And you bought into that. You bought into that belief. Now you're changing. You're saying, I don't care what you think about me. You're not helping me live. You're not helping me feel happy. I'm going to do those things for myself. And you do. And that's what shocks people is like, whoa, you don't just do what they, normal people do. You go beyond. You excel. You show the world that you have talents and skills that other people do not have. Okay? You also are going to show the world that you have a big, huge, beautiful heart. So don't ever give up, okay? Don't ever let puny... oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. That was not meant to come out. There's a little pixie playing around here. All right. So don't let other people's opinions pop out and influence you and keep you from having the best experience in your life, okay? Never, ever give them that. They win when you say, oh, you're right, I can't do that. You're just letting them win. Fight. Get up. Do it. You can do it. Do what needs to be done, one step at a time. You're not going to show them overnight. You're going to show them over a lifetime. You're going to outdo them. All right, your third and final answer is yes. You have full control of this situation. And any tiny little adjustment or step that you take towards going in the new direction is going to bring you a light, soaring feeling of freedom, warm emotions, and ennoblement in your life. You can expect exciting events and new alluring horizons. And I know I said expanded horizons. And I don't usually say that in my readings, but it came out in your oracle message. More confirmation. All right, we're going to see what the Enchanted Map Oracle message has in store for you today. This is a new journey, so why not have a map? Why not have some sort of just an outline of a map, okay? I just heard somebody's going to start doing a thought of the day, what to focus on for today, how to, I don't know, something you're doing out there. That's a great idea if that works for you. I love that idea. So I'm hearing the first day, take one tiny step. One step, that's all I have to do. Get out of bed. Comb my hair. One step, okay? That's your motto. That's your thought for the day. One step. Or one thing, one action, one thought to turn around my depression. Nobody can change depression or severe grief into joy, bliss, and happiness in a breath. Okay? No, it's going to take a little bit of time, but give yourself the grace to have that time. All right, look at this magic stream where the energy is just going to flow and flow and flow. All right, let's see. Oh, there's another card sticking out here. I may get that one too. Let's see what this one says. Magic stream. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. All right. All right, this is what it's saying. The magic stream card represents swimming against the current. There are times when effort and sheer willpower result in victory and celebration, but this is not one of those times. You can't force inspiration, and you can't manufacture creativity, lest you borrow too heavily from other people's ideas. Oh my gosh. Yeah, please don't do that. Neither can you make someone love you or orchestrate a series of events that might place you in a more favorable position. This is about the banging of your head, okay? Of being at rock bottom, of not being able to see your way clear and your way out of a situation. All right, or your clear vision towards something. You can't see it. All right, now is the time to drop the trying and jump into the stream and float. Immerse yourself in the experience of being fully present with whatever is true for the moment. You'll never step in the same river twice anyway, okay? You'll never step in the same river because it's always flowing, it's changing. But what I'm hearing here is allow. Allow your perspective to change. Some of you, I'm hearing this may come through your meditation, your inspiration may come through floating down a river. That's something we love to do here in Florida. We can see through the water. It's beautiful. Kayaking, canoeing, swimming, bathing. All kinds of water rituals here are coming through. But this is where you can release that stress, that tension, that fighting to control everything, butting your head up against the wall and not succeeding, letting it go. Okay, so some of those things, even showering, I'm hearing. I am seeing a waterfall there. So maybe you like to go visit waterfalls or even a water park. It doesn't matter where you go, it's what you get out of it. Look at this. Spirit of place. And boy, something's trying to give me the hiccups. You guys get this card quite a bit. And it says, authenticity is the essence. It's the very essence of power. All right? Don't get tangled up in the details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of what I'm trying to accomplish here? What am I trying to do? You know, this is incredible how much confirmation there is here. Even exquisitely seductive hidden agendas, and this just came out for you the other day, cannot conceal this. Trust your intuition. The spirit of place is whispering in your ear. You hold the power to tell the truth. First, to yourself. You understand what it is you need, and then you can tell the world. You can always distinguish between an essence that is true and one that is synthetic simply by trusting your intuition. Your body will have spidey senses that this is good or bad. All right. You're going to feel tense if something's not good, and you're going to feel relaxed and joyful if it's good. So be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it really is and not what you think it should be. All right. Are you trying to change someone or something to suit your agenda? Only when you see things as they truly are will you find the real treasure. I also just heard some of you may already have these people in your circle. We said there was some people around you that you could trust. All right, the way you work with them is going to change. The way you communicate with them. This is going to be a different adventure. Beautiful. There's healing here, moving forward, destiny, clarity, possible spiritual awakening here, incredible energies. All right, let's roll the letter dice. See what's going to come out here for you. Hannah, Beverly, Bovey, B-O-V-E-Y, Bovey, New Hampshire, Ignatius, Job, Colbert, Cindy, Candy, Ignatius, Gia. I think that's probably short for like an Italian girl's name, Gia. Ninja, Nina. Utah keeps coming through. What's going on out in Utah? I know Arizona's having all kinds of problems with the Burning Man thing because all that Sahara dust that was floating over the United States all summer long finally settled out there in the West. How they didn't know that was coming, I don't understand that. Caleb, Cajun, Kogan, Hogan, Haley, Haj, BJ, Butler, Beatty, Carol, Carolina, Carolyn, Haiku. That's a poem. Haiku. Yeah, that's a poem. New Jersey is coming through. Alexander, Anna, and I'm hearing Anna Banana, so Anna's probably a younger person. Diane, Debbie, Dibble as a last name maybe. Joanne, Joan, Carson, O'Hara, Hearn. It's a wild, so I will re-roll that one. Chicago, Nancy, Nan, Minnehaha, okay. Jakari, Jacob, Jennifer, VJ, you just got confirmation right there. Ellie, Abigail, Adina, Darcy, Dolene, DJ, that's new. Jabari. Let's see what else we've got. I just heard Annapolis. Is that Indiana? Annapolis, Indiana. Ava, Jovan, VJ again. Okay, you are definitely being called out. Another confirmation behind me. Oh my gosh. Thomas, Tony, Gatlinburg. That's in Tennessee, I'm pretty sure. Is it Tennessee or Missouri? Ayanara? Ayanara? All right. Weatherby. And that's what I've got. Tucker. Beth. Tracy. That's what I've got, guys. All right, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please tickle tap, boop, or zap the like button. Thank you for the confirmation. Go ahead and do that. Drop a comment. And I am doing birth chart interpretations. I'm going to have you do the free birth chart, and then I'm going to have you send me that information, and I will interpret it in a clear and concise way for you. I'm still working on the documents that I need you to fill out, so wait a little bit, okay? But I will be offering that soon. Personal readings are still on. All right. I love you guys. What else did I want to tell you? Don't forget the live stream on Saturday. Come join the fun. We have a riot. We laugh, we joke, we find things out. Okay, you can make a super chat and get a question answered if you want. All right, love you guys to pieces. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.